بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
Assalamu alaikum and welcome to another exciting lesson of English subject for grade 2. Students, as you know that we had started a new story. The name of that story was Faiza's Biscuits. The name of that story was Faiza's Biscuits. Faiza's Biscuits. Today we are reading the last part of the story, but before moving on to the story, I want to ask a few questions from the previous part. Okay, students, who will tell me that where was Faiza standing? Where was Faiza standing? Very good. Faiza was standing outside a restaurant. Faiza was standing outside a restaurant. Faiza was standing outside a restaurant. Okay, what did Faiza see? My next question is, what did Faiza see? Very good. Faiza saw a family going into the restaurant. Faiza saw a family going into the restaurant. Faiza saw a family going into the restaurant. Okay, students, who will tell me that what was the family doing in the restaurant? What was the family doing in the restaurant? Very good. The family was celebrating a birthday party. The family was celebrating a birthday party. The family was celebrating a birthday party. Okay, my last question is, what did the girl give to Faiza? What did the girl give to Faiza? Exactly. The girl gave a box and a bag to Faiza. The girl gave a box and a bag to Faiza. The girl gave a box and a bag to Faiza. After recap, I want all of you to open your books at the point where we stopped yesterday. Now, if you remember that a little girl gave Faiza a bag and a box. The little girl gave Faiza a bag and a box. Faiza opens the bag. She eats some cake. She doesn't open the box. She does not open the box. Now you can see that there was a piece of cake in the bag and she takes it out and eats it. She takes it out and eats it. Now open page 4 of your book. Open your books at page 4. Before moving on to the story, let's have a look at the picture. What do you see in this picture? Very good. We can see that Faiza is carrying a basket on her head. We can see that Faiza is carrying a basket on her head. Now let's start reading. She puts the box in her basket. She puts the box in her basket. She puts the basket on her head. She puts the basket on her head. She goes down the road. She goes away. She goes down the road. Now she puts the box in her basket and she put the basket on her head. And then she goes away. She goes down the road. She goes down the road. Now we can see in the other picture, who is this? This is Faiza. Who is this? This is Faiza. And there is a school going girl, a school student. Now they are telling you that what happens the next morning. What happens the next morning? The upcoming morning. Faiza is outside a restaurant. Now do you remember where was Faiza the previous day? Where was Faiza the previous day? Faiza was outside a restaurant. Faiza was outside a restaurant. But now, on the next day, the next morning, Faiza is outside a school. Faiza is outside a school. What is she doing? What is she doing? Now, look at this. What is she doing? She is giving biscuit and the girl has money, means she is selling something and the girl is buying something. Who is buying something from her? A school going girl, a student, is buying something from her. Now tell me, what is this student buying something? What is this student buying? Very good. The student is buying biscuits. The student is buying biscuits. Okay, what's the meaning of buying? What's the meaning of buying? Buying means get something by giving money. Buying means to get something by giving money. You go to the canteen and you go to the shops to buy something. So at that time you give the money to the shopkeeper and he gives you whatever you want. So what is she doing? Faiza is selling. Now what's the meaning of selling? What's the meaning of selling? Selling means giving something in exchange for money. Giving something by taking money. Buying and selling. Faiza is selling biscuits and the student is buying biscuits. Faiza is selling biscuits and the student is buying biscuits. Now look at the next picture. In the next picture, they have given you some hint that what happens after 10 years. 10 years later means after 10 years. 10 years later means after 10 years. Now, they haven't written anything here. They are not telling you anything here, but you can see that here is a shop, and in this shop we can see a lot of packs of biscuits. And on these they have written Faiza's biscuits. Faiza's biscuits. Now look at this box. While reading, why does Faiza sells her biscuits? Now who will answer me the question? Why does Faiza sell her biscuits? Good. Faiza sells her biscuit to get money. Faiza sells her biscuit to get money. Now if you remember in the beginning of the story, in the starting of the story, they told you that Faiza was poor. Faiza was poor. She did not have money. She did not have money. So to get money, Faiza sold her biscuit. To get some money, Faiza sold her biscuits. After 10 years, she had her own shop of biscuits. And the name of that shop, the name of those biscuits was Faiza's Biscuits. Faiza's Biscuits. Now, what do you think? How did all this happen? A poor girl has a shop of biscuits now. A poor girl has a shop of biscuits now. Where did she get all these biscuits from? Where did she get all these biscuits from? Very good. She sold the first pack. She got money. She bought more biscuits. She sold them back again and she got more and more money. And with that, she started her own business of biscuits. She started her own business of biscuits. And in 10 years, she was the owner of a separate shop. She was an owner of a shop. And we can see that there are a lot of packs of biscuits. Now she is selling them to other people. And now not only students, the elder people are also coming to buy biscuits from her. Did you like this story? How was the story? Did you like it? Yes, it was a very interesting story about a poor girl who decided to start a business. And she started a business just from an only box of biscuits. She had only one box of biscuit and she started a great business with that one box. Let's have a quick review of the whole story. Faiza was standing outside a restaurant. She saw a family going into the restaurant. The family was celebrating a birthday party. And Faiza was standing outside the restaurant on a wall. Then the family came out and a little girl gave Faiza a box of biscuit and a bag. Faiza eats the piece of cake, but she does not open the box. Then she goes to a school and she stands outside a school to sell those biscuits. And in 10 years, she became the owner of a shop. She became the owner of a shop. After the completion of story, let's move on to the board. There I have written some new words for you. Let's practice them. Carrying, 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 carrying. The next word is through, through, through. In this word, you can hear that the G and H are silent. I'm not reading them. I'm not saying them. Through, through. The next word is poor, poor, poor. The next is people, people, people. Now in this word, you will ignore this O because it is silent. It is silent. We will not read this O. The word is people, people, people. The next word is singing, singing, singing. And now it is restaurant, restaurant. Here you can see that I am not reading this A and U. I am just ignoring them because they are silent words. Restaurant, restaurant, restaurant. Hungry, hungry, hungry. Wearing, wearing. Now some students when they are looking at this word, they call it wearing. It is not wearing, it is wearing. Now tell me, what uh, color of dress are you wearing at the moment? What color of dress are you wearing at the moment? Wearing. Everyone. 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 Tiffin. Tiffin. Now some students call it tiffin because tiff, and this, look at this ending sound. This looks like fin. It is not fin, it is fun. Tiffin. Tiffin. Carrier. 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 There is nothing silent in this word, so you can just make up the correct sound by looking at the spelling. Carrier. 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 The next word is later. 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 Now you will not call it latter. It is not latter. It is later. 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 The next word is empty. 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 There is nothing silent in this word. Empty. Birthday. 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 Window. 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 Ice cream. Ice cream. Ice cream. Ice cream. Ice cream. Ice cream. Now that you have practiced these words, now it's the time that I give you some homework. For your homework, I have decided that you will write all these words in your neat copy. You will write all these words in your neat copy. But for writing them in your neat copy, I want to give you some instructions that don't forget to write the unit number and name on your notebook. You will write unit number, then you will write the name of unit, then you will write the topic. Your topic is new words. Okay? Then you have to draw margin lines on both sides of the page. Now one margin line is already given to you in your notebook, and you will draw another margin line to the other side of the page. And when you start writing them, now look at these words. These are all words. They are not sentences. These are only words. They are not sentences. So you will not write them with capital letter. All these words are supposed to be written with small letters. You will write all these words with small letters. Now you can see them by yourself that I have written all these words with small letters. So you will also write them with small letters. They are not sentences. We start a sentence with capital letter, but we don't write words with capital letters. So when you complete your homework, you have to draw a finishing line. Draw a finishing line. That was all for today. I hope that you learned and enjoyed the lesson. I hope that everyone would do the homework, and I request all the parents to invigilate your children. In your invigilation, they should do their homework. Okay, thank you so much for your
اللهم انفعنا بما علمتنا وعلمنا ما ينفعنا وزدنا علما.